Well, our spikes did their job, right? They eliminated that wandering horde overnight without us needing to intervene. We'll just need to replace some of them. Let's finish this wall here, so then that'll level us up. And once we get this, levels start becoming a lot less important, because we'll have workbench, cement mixer, we have our proper tools, we have living off the land, so we find crop seeds. Like, we'll have all of our kind of basics, our survival basics, right? We can mine what we want, if we need it for projects, we'll be able to grow crops, and we can craft cement and sand and other advanced things. If we had spikes out, that might have held the zombie bear. This is a glorious moment. Workbenches and cement mixers. So, let's get that rolling first. We take the bad, worst wrench and that. I'm going to place these in there because we don't want to risk them being destroyed. And then for the workbench, we will also need forged iron, mechanical parts. That's it. So we grab our forged iron and our mechanical parts, and thus creates the workbench. Should take a few minutes. And then for the cement mixer, we will need forged iron, mechanical parts, spring, and engine. So let's grab the springs, let's grab the engines, and then we will be good. We're planning on planting the trees again today. That's right. That's right. More wood spikes, which we will put out eventually. A lot of forged iron. A lot of cobblestone. About 3 more minutes on the workbench, so we can keep doing other stuff. It'd help if we get our claw hammer back again, though. Definitely want to make sure they don't, like, consume the wrong wrench or whatever when making that. Next level is probably chemistry station, I'm guessing. With physician, which allows us to do chemistry station, first aid bandages, plaster casts, and having a chemistry station will probably do stuff, and it heals more over time. Yeah, so we'll worry about that. Alright, so right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the normal height of one of our doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's what we have up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Those look like they're probably done growing. But we are never getting... Is this just really bad luck, or am I missing something here? I mean, there's a 50% chance to get a seed each time, right? So, like, is what just happened possible? Sure. But we're down to, like, the 3% chance category right there, which, you know, can happen to you. I think that definitely fall into the category of why I don't like random chance when it comes to something like this. Either I'm missing something or I'm in the unlucky 30%, and I don't know which it is yet. And I don't... Workbench is about done. So I come up with like workbench, cement mixer over there if we want. I don't think you need to keep it away from the wall. If zombies are getting down here and breaking through the wall, then you have much bigger problems. Guess you could do workbench. Okay, sure, you know what? Let's do it. We'll keep it away from the wall. Just in... Oh, we do want to upgrade stuff beyond it, don't we? Okay, we got cement mixer rolling. We can put our advanced materials back. We got mushroom spores. We can plant on all surfaces and walls and will grow without sunlight, yeah? We're tripling the harvest of wild or planted crops. It just seems that not given what we're expecting here. Okay, anyway. Have some iron spike traps in the background. Now, how are we doing on our cement over here? That'll take 16 minutes to output. We have big plans, big plans. I know other people like literally just do trader quests and try to live on an existing POI and like camp there and hope that the horde doesn't break it down overnight. And for it to actually, I say fight and kill the horde, and you might be thinking, but all you're using is traps. It's like, well, yeah, but I that's still preparing for the horde, and the horde is dead because of efforts I made. So. And then obviously, you know, I did actually, you know, obviously fight a few times there as well directly. But if you set up a bunch of electrical traps to destroy the zombie horde, then I'm going to say that qualifies as fighting the horde. You're working smarter, not harder. This is actually something we don't actually want to destroy that. We will get another supply drop today. We'll see what we get. Even if the pilot is drunk and drops it at really weird locations. I guess we'll also need room for a chemistry station, won't we? So let's go figure this out. I don't know if we'll need 2 chemistry stations, though. One of those might be enough. Okay, so workbench. If we do that, then we could do like chemistry station there and cement mixer here. You can always go and look at the chemistry station from there just fine. You can use the workbench, so maybe workbench, chemistry station, cement mixer. And then if we need to add in a second chemistry station or whatever, that's still possible. Almost done with them. I'll just wait 3 minutes for the other one. So obviously we're going to need a lot of concrete. I think they said they were expecting people to gain like 1 level a day or something. Something I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. Obviously, that would make it a lot harder to get things like concrete before week 3. Unless, of course, you're playing multiplayer, right? And then one person can specialize in intellect, another person specializes in con, things like that. The intellect person could basically even put a few points into another thing and have at least like 2 points in the bow or club or whatever else, which is still a good starting amount. Actually, that reminds me, once we have this workbench going, we could use this to be crafting all those iron spikes, can't we? So let's get on that, shall we? Iron spikes go there. Iron spikes trap. Take an hour to craft this. Fine, because it's not taking up our crafting queue anymore. We can make more forged iron if we need it. A little bit of duct tape, not much. By the time we finish this wall over here, we hopefully have the second cement mixer done. We can then set that up, replant the trees, be ready to deal with the supply drop. Forgetting to drink. Here's us 22 health back. That'll put us at 100 and let's wait until we've lost a little bit more health. I might as well use the full healing. I wonder if they assume people are getting hit a lot more too, and so they go constantly need health restored. That or medicinal items, I guess, right? We're upping the natural healing rate. It's not something we actually need to do. I mean, try to hold, the mouse button down with your left hand instead of your right hand for just a moment, and you do things like that. That's what, a 5x4? We'll be able to make a second workbench if we think we need it. Low priority for now. Being able to make some first aid bandages proper would be good, though. Like the ones that we have right here instead of the basic bandages. The upside of getting up levels, of course, is that it's easier to let your maximum health drop lower without being quite so scary. If you have 80 health, that's not so bad out of 100. If you have 80 health out of, 140 health, it's the same amount of raw health. Okay, let's see how we're doing up here. Huzzah. So we're saying chemistry station goes there, workbench goes there. For cement mixers go here. Let's just sand it up a bit, shall we? We don't actually have quite as much as I was thinking, but it's not a big deal. I can't actually... What's the maximum I can set it to? 10,000? Okay. Okay, that'll be working for a bit. That'll give us a bunch of stacks of sand, though. Water jars being crafted. Keep outputting the cement. It takes a while to do. How are we doing on the melting stone? Slow. It's going slowly. But this should help in general. Get some more red tea. Empty jars which will fill up later. How's padded armor looking? So, cloth fragment and duct tape. That's all we need. Okay. 1 duct tape each. So right now we have 11% armor in effect. So we would want chest armor, leg armor, and shoes, I guess. Obviously this is low quality, but let's make a repair kit here. Okay, so right now we have what we said, 11% damage reduction. And now we have 26% damage reduction, which is not a ton yet, but could save our life. And we only had to replace the boots, everything else went on other stuff, so that worked out well. So that's like 5.5 to 5.1, so getting better armor there would help. I don't know, but we're probably going to go for heavy armor later on. Why don't we go plant some trees? Do have the bone knife handy, yeah. How did that not hit? Didn't see it, now it ran away, of course. Finally. Well, that was definitely a waste of some arrows. Down 50 health, I think it's okay to eat the blueberry pie now. I just feel like you want to constantly have the buff running, basically. Is this the pine tree or the other one? Yeah, this is the pine tree. Lady, I'm trying to plant trees. If you could leave me alone for a moment, please. Well, looks like she actually did. Did not expect that result. So actually, you kind of feel bad about that. Alright, so that tree farm is going there. Honestly, this number of trees might be enough to last me like the rest of the game. Gotta get ready for the supply drop here. They love dropping it over there, don't they? What? How do you love dropping on the other side of town? For real, though. We're pretty close here, I think. Did it land on top of the roof? Did they drop that on top of the roof here? It kind of looks like they dropped it on top of the roof. They dropped it on top of the roof. Go figure. Well. They dropped it on top of the roof. Okay, we got another beaker, first aid kit, another wrench, and melee bots. Okay. that's actually very good to get that. We don't need any of these in the baseball bat. Or in here, honestly, but with this, we can't put that in again, that's fine. It doesn't consider to have a weighted head. If I take out the burning shaft mod, is that considered a weighted head? It does, okay. So we'll lose the extra illumination from that. Okay. And now we have 3 mods in our main tools. Stone shovel only has 2 mods, but that's okay. And we got, what, a first aid kit and a beaker? Isn't it supposed to be, I thought? Pummel Pete. Power attacks have a 90% chance to knock foes, well, back down, I guess, maybe is the key word there. Thought it said chance to knock foes down. Technically, you can add in a mod on something like this too, right? But we don't use it enough to really have me worrying about that yet. Definitely prioritize other stuff first. You know what? While we're over here, let's explore some stuff. Our inventory's kind of full. Let's come back once our inventory's not full. The goal would be to try to find some food. Drink more root tea. I'm not destroying that because it's far enough. It's unlikely but possible for that to respawn. But we got 3 mods on all of these. We obviously don't have like Ironbreaker mods or whatever, which is something we'd like, but you know, baby steps. Only day 16. That stuff will come later. Let's finish planting our new forest over here. Set some stuff on fire. I think we were planting here, right? Yeah, we're going this direction. So remember, each of these trees will be worth 300 lumber, right? So, for planting, every 20 trees we plant is 6,000 lumber. And we're planting like 200 trees. Which I've heard maybe cause lag. So if we notice anything with that, chop down the trees and won't plant quite so many here. But if we're lucky, this will basically last us the rest of the game in terms of lumber, or damn close to it. We're one short of... That's unfortunate. One short of another breakpoint. I don't know if we're really going to improve that much more. I think there is a mod that gives like 10% extra bonus damage versus blocks. So that might do it. It already has the bonus damage versus timber there, so... Maybe I see if this starts lagging me out. I mean, this is plenty of lumber for right now, and if this starts lagging me out, then easier to chop down before I go all in. I've already planted like 100 freaking trees there, which is what at the time 300, so it'd be 100, it'd be 10,000. That's like 30,000 lumber already right there. It's gonna be a while till we go through all of that. That's for sure. Everything's going great over here. So that'll take half an hour to mix that once it's finished. That's fine. Bulk materials. We can pick up the cobblestone later tonight, yeah. We'll be able to mine more stone. First aid kits, these are really good. We don't, I guess we'll probably need a baker to make the chemistry station, but we don't need it right now. Vehicle gets gas. We have enough for some more bacon and eggs when needed. A whole bunch of that nonsense there. Tool-wise, we're not going to need the claw hammer or the stone shovel, frankly, if we're going into town here. Advanced materials, slap these down. Ammunition materials. What else I wanted to check? Jars. We can fill up these jars. That should last us a very long time. And again, we have basically infinite jars, given you can dig clay anywhere and you can crush rocks into sand. So even if you can't find sand. Drink more, keep that buff up, because we're not running short on chrysanthemum. We've been planted some more chrysanthemum, if you recall. Those are all mines right there, by the way, so, you know, you don't want to step in those because they will blow you up. I don't know how much damage it takes to actually destroy those, but... Getting 3 or 4 chrysanthemum each is seriously nice, though. This is a perk of the skill I did not expect to get. That's made me feel a lot better about guzzling red tea. Just gathered another 115. planning on making some noises for me or not? So this is where something like the huntsman would prove helpful. But again, we might be okay as is. That's pretty nice. Let's go back to that food place. We're gonna check that place out first. Might be starving, but we're at 134 health right now, so we're good for a while. Motel. What's this, snake? Well, that was interesting. Snake in the toilet or whatever. That's a new one. Thought a motel would have... Is there not a kitchen someplace? Some super water. That allows us to make some coffee beans right there. Don't have the required materials. We don't have one stone. There we do. Anything interesting here? Not really. Come back later for other stuff. But right now I am specifically trying to see if I can find... Is there not a kitchen for them here? Guess not. There is a safe there. We can come all to this, come back later. We are looking for food. We could wrench this car. I found a repair kit, okay. Clearly don't you want you entering over there. It's a damn shame that we're gonna do it anyway. See, we barely do anything to the wood pickaxe. Well, I missed some shots there that I should have hit for sure. Definitely time to eat. gonna use the scrap gloves? Probably not. Well, I mean, I'll keep them just in case. Might be kitchen in the back, though. We don't need either of those. Don't need. Scrap keep. What else could I drop easily? I mean, the niter and some other stuff, I guess. Food pile medium. More cornmeal. I want corn, not cornmeal. Armor triple pocket mod. That's pretty nice. I don't know where that guy is, so let's go and meet him. I'm guessing that's considered kind of like endgame, right? Because what we found earlier was... I thought we found some kind of pocket. I don't remember what now. Yeah, the padded gloves, armor pocket mod. What does it need to repair? Repair with cloth, okay. Do we have cloth right now? Doesn't look like it. Keep the leg armor too. I see why people, if you can get triple pockets there or whatever, I can see why people would be like, don't get pack mule. Goldenrod, not worth carrying. I can grab those. I question whether they're worth carrying. And the whole, when FPS drops like that, I'm pretty sure they're spawning in zombies or something. I did have cloth. I was like, I thought I saw that. Okay, so repair there. That's not how do we repair it here? Here. I feel like they just spawned something bad on me and I should be scared. stash a pistol in there? No? Okay. Huzzah! Okay, so search the toilets for corn, which is... kind of worrisome. Guess we came in through the roof as the intended path here. We are seriously wasting too much time here. Search fast, please. Don't care. Don't care. I'll have to come back and finish this properly another time, I think. I did find that corn seed. That's like the most important thing we found here. I'm just not going to worry about anything else. I'm just going to run back. Need to go this way. Exception feathers. We're that way. Remember I mentioned I could feel the game slowing down? I guess they're spawning some of those zombies. So I think we've only gained like half a level today or something, haven't we? Yeah. I feel like the leveling's definitely going to slow down. Okay, we got a few minutes here. I think I have time to go pop this corn seed in. Suppose I should eventually build some walls around the farm to be safe, but... looks like this is done. Some blueberries, craft a new seed. There, craft a new seed. Coffee, let's craft some seeds here. So coffee, 1, 2, 3. Blueberries, 1. Aloe vera seeds, 1, 2. So it tells you seed growing or done. Okay, that's good. Being quiet as I listen. with me encumbered, I don't know if I can make the jump, so... Thought I heard a zombie for a second there. I guess not. Okay. So let's look at our haul. We have more parts of a scrap armor set, which is 10. So if we wear this, it's 4.9, 3.2, so that's 8.1, and then 11.1. So that'll improve our armor rating from 26 to 37%, which is like taking 15% less damage, but it would cost us a lot of other things, is the problem. Aloe vera leaf, that's aloe cream already, that's why. Okay, aloe vera leaf we'll keep here. Blueberries to cornmeal. Peas, beer. We did not have the time to refill the water, so that was an oopsie on my part. Whether we really need that many more jars right now, probably not. Probably best to start smelting more iron back in. I'm gonna do that, focus on that here. Close enough. Grab the sand. Okay, so we do have enough for 4 more bacon and eggs, so our food situation's looking okay. We got more stuff for other things there. More stuff for farm plots is what my brain is trying to say. Advanced materials, scrap polymers. Still have this super water. I'm sure we'll use it at some. We can make more coffee beans. There's that too. That's also good. So we have 250 meat and other stuff. We're doing okay there. We'll use that for murky water. Medicine, you get that. We have all of the red tea. Technically, is I believe the proper phrase here. Not some of the red tea, all of the red tea. Okay, but we did not get that much XP today. This is done working though, so there's that, that's good. Cement managed to get processed. And we need more stone, so let's get cracking on that. Okay. Where's the best way to get stone? Why, here, old chap. We shall continue digging down. So we'll need to repair the fortress. And back up to full health before running out of food, which is disappointing. Again, we might as well keep the red tea buff up constantly. We have hundreds of it now, I think. It's no longer an exaggeration. Though I guess we did turn like 20 of those seeds, was actually a big deal. So I guess that's different. I hope the planted chrysanthemum then gives us 6 back. If it only gives us 3 back, then that's actually not great. Well, that actually timed perfectly there, didn't it? We're at 136 out of 137. that worked out basically perfectly. Given how big our projects are, I don't know if I feel comfortable upgrading. We're just probably just mining tonight. Gotta get more cement out of those forges. If you're wondering why I did 2 concrete mixers when the forges seem to be the holdup, well, it's one, when you come back, that way you can still process what comes out of the forge twice as fast. And number 2, when you get advanced bellows, you can smelt stuff in twice as fast, and when you get an anvil, you can output stuff twice as fast. So, that's a big changer on the forge there. Gathered another like 3,000 stone, so I think it's basically, I think it's like 40 stone per concrete or something like that. It just has to be processed multiple times. So every stone block we break here is nearly 3 blocks worth of concrete, due to the magic of motherlode and game logic. I don't know if you just heard that the zombies run into the spikes upstairs. It's not... Okay, no, actually, that's fine, isn't it? It's fine. That would be the end of the world if it wasn't fine. It would just mean one wall had one spot not supported, which, again, just can easily handle a lot more than that. We have 20 more blocks basically to go down, it looks like. I'm confident we'll be able to get everything running with cement by the next day. I feel like I shouldn't be making... I don't know if I need that much more cobblestone, but I should be crafting it anyway. I think we have, what, like 3,000 right now? Let's craft another 3,000 to be safe. Here's our personal crafting queue. Always be crafting. As opposed to some video games where it's like always be casting, meaning always be using abilities. If you have downtime between abilities, assuming you're not resource limited, you're wasting. That buff going again. So we have 5 blueberry pies left. We have enough for 3 bacon and eggs. Blueberry pie requires 1 egg, 1 cornmeal. Like, the blueberry pie is a better use of the eggs, isn't it? Because you get 45 food out of 1 egg. So, since we have all the materials we need for blueberry pies, we should probably save the eggs for blueberry pies. Since we have the blueberries now, that is, right? We've planted those. So yeah, try to save the eggs. Use the beet for meat stew or something else if needed. I guess it's another thing we can be aiming for, Master Chef recipes, right? Because we're already strength, we can already unlock all but the absolute best stuff each level. 2 more points than the Master Chef. I think it gives us most of the recipes. Gumbo stew, shepherd's pie, spaghetti, and tuna gravy on toast. Though that is helpful, and we can eventually use 20% less of something's ingredients, which doesn't help when it requires 1 of each, but I guess it makes meat go farther, or like the blueberries go farther in the case of the blueberry pie. Yeah, using 20% less blueberries isn't really going to be a big deal by the time we have a blueberry garden rolling, so I'm not really concerned with that. We are up to 3 repair kits. Hooray. One of the reasons I haven't bothered repairing the bone knife either is like, what do we use the bone knife to do? Get more bones. What are they, I mean, unless the bone knife was literally at like 3 durability, and we hadn't repaired it by then, and then it broke harvesting before it got another bone, like, basically, as long as you can see the bar, we're fine, I'm sure. I've gathered about 8,000 stone tonight so far. Just enough for what, like 200 concrete blocks in effect. We have padded armor now. Even if it's not great padded armor. Again, I will take a 27% damage reduction over nothing. Means if you get hit by 40, it probably does like 29 instead, so it saves you 11 health by having that armor. The problem is the leather armor required. Sewing kits each, yeah, that's the biggest problem. And they will slow you down slightly as well, though I think you can find fittings to help with that. And I guess the fittings would be the argument for why you should use pack mule instead. The armor can have 1 modifier in it, and you can basically reduce the stamina and mobility penalty, and that's probably what you want. Then just use pack mule to be able to carry more stuff. Again, I'm at the point where I could just put the next 5 points into pack mule if I wanted. I mean, I think I'm going to go for the cooking and the chemistry station first, but, you know, still. Might even put a point or 2 into the bow skill. Even 1 point, right? Even like 1 point into the archery, right? 1 point into the archery already gives me 10% more damage, 10% faster aim, draw, and reload. So it's like, what else are you going to use feathers for, right? Like, I think they're basically only used for bows and bolts. So I don't know, I will think about that. Obviously, as the levels get further and further apart, makes it harder to feel like it's hard to justify dipping here and there, but on the flip side, you're getting to the point where we have all the, like I said, we have the essentials covered, we have the basic recipes, we have forges, we have now workbench and cement mixers. Like, we're doing pretty well, I think. Our only death so far was to a dog pack on day 5, because I didn't realize that was a thing anymore. We nearly died another time or 2, but we managed to survive, including a zombie bear breaking into our base. It took like 80 arrows to bring down. Jesus Christ. So we found corn, which is good, I guess, but if we can find corn in any random toilet, then I guess that means that rather than trying to find food markets in particular, places with food, we might as well just search every house and every toilet. So... we're waiting for the blueberries to grow. Lost my red tea buff. That's another thing we'll do tomorrow, right? We'll go ahead and fill up all those waters, which will give us like 350 or so more bottles of murky water, which can then be used on other stuff. Maybe I'll try to level up enough by filling up some frames. I don't know, I'll decide later. Cause I think I'm gonna go for chemistry station next, so we have all of the major stations. We've mined, closing in on. We've mined over 13,000 stone here. Yeah, you can survive on cornbread infinitely as well if you have enough corn. It only stacks to, I think, 10. Basically, the lack of stacking is ironically the biggest issue. Anyway, seems like a good spot to stop this video. See you on the other side.